Welcome to the live, everybody. Just quickly coming in to number one, break down some of the conference itinerary, theme, all the things that we're doing for the Women Empowering Generations 2026. And also, I'm going to be playing the theme song today. I wanted to feature one of our speakers, but she had a family emergency. So we're going to just go with the live stream, make sure that we give you guys as much information as possible about what's going to be happening. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Let me see. Um, all right. I have to take me off this part, I guess. Okay. I hope you guys can still hear me. Let me go tune into my lovely Facebook on my laptop and see what you guys are looking at. Okay, it says it's live right now, but I don't see anything. Okay, so we're here. So basically, what we're going to go over right now is mainly just the whole conference theme. Okay, so actually, let me pause this real quick. Okay, guys, there's like no pause button here. All right, so we're going to go over the conference itinerary. I want to talk about what it means to bring generations together. This is something really important because if you guys were at the last conference last year, for those of you who came, thank you for being there. We had an amazing time. I'm still looking back on those flashbacks and videos and photos, and I'm reminding myself of why we come together. Hey, David, welcome to the live stream. Appreciate you being here. And I thought it was so amazing because y'all listen. Last year we had, I think, five speakers. We had Mrs. Ernest, we had Miss Sheila, we had TC, Sarah, Lashana, and Karan. So six speakers, right? And I thought that was big last year because it was our first conference. So that was something I thought, hey, we're going to grow from this. And one of the things, I think we had like 45 attendees, right? So we got to also look at the fact that when we see our vision, right, it comes from a place of opportunity. And then you put the work in and then you see the growth and you're like, what the heck? So now this year, right, for you guys that are coming, we're hosting the event with 20 plus speakers. We have 12 vendors. We have 100 now, over 100 attendees, it looks like, because we're halfway full. We're 2 months out, okay? And I want to go over some of the things that you guys are going to experience at the conference. I know that a lot of people are like, oh my God, I can't wait to be there, right? And yeah, grab your tickets now because one of the things that I always look at is how intentional we are on our journey. And sometimes making sure you're in the door right ahead of time gives you more opportunity, especially if you're to vend, I had some people reach out to me for vending, and I'm like, get in there because we are actively marketing as we speak. Okay. So shout out to our speakers. Dave is one of our speakers there in the chat. They have been doing an amazing job of showing up and giving you guys some real in-depth knowledge and information about what they do, but also bringing you guys the inside scoop on what you're going to receive at the conference. A lot of our speakers are looking to be on that TEDx certified stage and also being eventually a TEDx speaker. We realized through this conference that we have ambitious leaders, right? And if you're an ambitious leader, one of the things that I always say is be in the room with other leaders because it's empowering, it's aligning, and it also gives you a network of opportunity. Okay, so let me show y'all this real quick. You guys see these things here, right? These laminated sheets. So these laminated sheets, I started making these last year because I love to, like, I'm a sensory person, right? So even though I do have this in digital form, even though I have a whole book, y'all, let's see this conference book. See this book? This baby right here is my lifesaver. Okay. When I say one of the biggest things, and here is actual, y'all see this right here? This sheet is from last year's conference. Nothing got wasted. Nothing. And so now that we're looking at the conference, and here, I will say this because as the organizer of this conference, guys, I cannot speak volume. I want to speak volumes about the fact that we have people that have shown up, their heart is in it, their business is in it, and they're so intentional about wanting to be on that stage and give you guys so much to walk away with, right? We're bringing all generations in one room. I was looking at every other event that did generations. I'm like, how do they do this? What does it look like? And for my idea, of course, we have speakers. You guys know that. So we'll have panels that you guys want to learn from. There are two main panels that are specialized for our men, right? We have a men's panel called a men's power panel. And that's going to be hosted by Dr. Oliver T. Reed. We also have a women's panel that is going to be specifically hosted, which I said it's like cis period because no one really gives a lot of information about the menopause of women leading into the perimenopause leading into menopause. And one of our speakers is really in that field. She works with that type of industry and those type of people where we're looking for this information where our body changing, right? Where's our body changing? So this helps women and men because I talked to a lot of husbands recently that was like, that's what my wife is going through, right? So the conference is not just for women. It's also for men who support them. And the reason is because we can't do it alone, right? Oh, he's so cute. I'm looking at the flyer, y'all. We can't do it alone. So day one, and I'm going to go over my laminate because my laminate is what I like to pull out instead of flipping through these pages, right? So when I look at the conference, day one, first of all, first day set up for a lot of people is early in the morning. So for all the speakers and vendors, y'all going to be getting this soon. But for attendees, y'all walking in the door at 8 a.m. And we actually have it where we have the breakfast bar. Of course, you're going to pick up your conference material, right? We also have a heritage tribute wall. So the first day, from the time you pick up your morning breakfast, you're going to be giving heritage to your people in your life, right? We already have people submitting photos of their mothers, grandmothers, sisters, daughters, like people in their life that mean so much to them that we know a lot of times they don't get the honor that they deserve for their legacy while they're alive. So this day one is really honoring her roots, and that's exactly what it's called on day one. So conference material pickup, you're gonna pick up your stuff because if you actually got the VIP, I know in the VIP bags, y'all, we got some special stuff in there for y'all, but it's basically going to be all of the conference guide, everything we're going to be doing at the conference. It's going to have your goodies in the goodie bag. You're going to be able to check in and pick up your lanyard, like your name badge. So all that stuff is going to be there at check-in. The tribute wall, you'll be able to write on that, okay? So this is not something that you're just going to come and be like, oh, that's cute. Everything that we're doing is engagement. It's interaction. And so when we walk away from this conference, not only will we leave our mark with our voices, you will also be leaving your mark physically, okay? So that's one way that we have that when you first walk in. You'll also have your photo booth. So there will be an opportunity to start taking your photos, getting ready. Our DJ, of course, is going to be there playing the music. And guys, this song, I'll play it in the background. This is our conference song. And I hope it's not too loud over my voice. Let's see. I think that's okay. Y'all tell me if that's too loud. But day one, you have the breakfast, then the open ceremony, right? Is happening pretty much right around the same time, right at 9 a.m. So you have that hour to eat, to take photos, to give your tribute on the Heritage Wall, and then we go over, the actual conference at 9 o'clock. So most people, it's a little loud. Most people, right? Like, I mean, I'm just that person too. I'll come and I know the conference or the thing will start at like 8 o'clock, and I'll be like, oh, I got time, right? And I'll come at like 10 or I'll like 11. But I'm telling you guys, if you do not take full advantage of this conference from beginning to end, you will miss something. Because from the time you walk in the door, first of all, you're going to eat. Okay, that's number one. And we just actually reached out to Black Coffee Atlanta. And I hope they respond with our request. But we're looking to also bring some of their, local coffee brand in there, so you guys can see that and just really experience some of the local brands around Atlanta. But you'll have that morning pickup, all right? Then we go over the whole conference, and then after that, we start networking. Now, I personally believe that this is one of the biggest highlights, because if you're not in a room learning how to speak to every person that you can possibly talk to, and it doesn't have to mean you're making a sale. It just means that you're getting to know people. And the conference we're going to have over 100 people there, right? So the attendees, the max, I think we could have 150. We have over 20 speakers. We have vendors. We have people that are coming from, their sponsorships. So when you get into these rooms, you never know who is going to be in the room. Like, you don't know who's in the room. And because we're bringing all generations into one room, there's like things I'm looking at intentionally when I'm networking at conferences. I'm also one of you guys. I want to network. I want to find out, who I can connect with in different generations and what they're learning that I'm not. What I can, what I can get supported in and get supplied with. So these are just opportunities, and not even just about the, hey, I met somebody new. Baby, no, I'm just a part of a collective. Like, we are literally creating an ecosystem that supports. After networking, because it's the To Be Honest networking across generations. So thank you, To Be Honest, for sponsoring the conference with your game. You guys are going to be able to walk away with some of that in your goodie bags. So for those of you who are coming to the conference, like I said, whatever you get in the conference, you will also be able to walk away with. So that To Be Honest game, it keeps you honest, it builds relationships, and that's what networking is about. That's what community is about. So we do have that game that we're going to be doing for our networking. So for those of us who walk in rooms and we stand on walls and we don't, and we don't walk in the middle of the room, for those of us who do that, this conference is going to make you so comfortable. It's going to be so much fun that in the networking portion, you'll be guided and you'll feel like you're not even pressured to do anything, but just, be yourself. And that's what the goal is. Then we have the marketplace. Of course, for those of you guys who are vendors, you'll be able to take full advantage of when people get to come by your booth, get to talk to you about all the things that you have going on. Even though the vendors will be there the whole entire conference, guys, we have a special time where we're going to be featuring the venues and actually doing our shopping. One of the things that I think is so important is to highlight the people that are on stage and the people that are coming up, right? And so everybody's not trying to be on stage. Okay? Remember 10 years ago, I was like, oh, I dream about being on stage one day, right? But that dream has now come to fruition. So I'm going to now look at what other people need, which is some people are not ready to be on stage, but they need that spotlight where they are. So we're really, really, really creating a full exposure for everyone, especially at that marketplace walk and mingle. We also have our main stage panels. So most of our speakers you'll see on our main stage panels, which will happen on day one. We have lunch for you guys. We also have, and main stage panels are really before and after lunch. So y'all better eat. Y'all better eat. And the food is always good. The vendors, the people that we choose, the people that we work with, the food is always authentic. And one of the things that I had, one of our members, I want to shout her out, but I didn't get permission yet, so let me not. But she stopped through and she came to visit me this past week. And she was asking for a nice vegan place to stop into here in Atlanta. And I gave her the name of the place. And I'm thinking, well, the food tastes delicious to me, but I still eat chickens. So, I'll still do vegan, but I'll do chicken too. But she did tell me that after stopping by this place, because of her diet, because she's fully vegan, because it's like completely, she don't do none of that other stuff. She said you could tell the food was seasoned with, like, I don't know what she said, like Larry's or something. It's like y'all pay attention to seasonings. So even at the conference, we're taking the things that our members are telling us, and we're utilizing that as an avenue to build trust, even at the conference. So you may see a variety of different cultural foods and foods that people, may be able to eat, like may not be able to eat, but then we'll also have portions that people can't eat, like if they're fully vegan. We'll have those options as well. And I'm not talking about fruits and salads because someone got on me on that on one of our garden parties last year. And she was like, I'm not a rabbit. So, okay. So that's what we'll have. So lunch, and then we also have, more sessions. So we have like the sister to sister session. Now, these are areas where a lot of times we don't realize that we're not addressing generational gaps. So this is where we'll be addressing generational gaps. We'll be talking between, if you say, for example, you bring your mother, you bring your daughter, you bring your grandmother, you bring your niece, right? If you do that and you bring someone special to you as in a different generation, this is a time where you'll be able to participate in these circles that we call our sister circles and sessions. And we are going to talk about what I wish my daughter knew, what I wish my mother knew, right? We're going to be talking about breaking business curses. Oh my gosh. Her story isn't over. Like these topics of interest with these sister to sister sessions, right? Which men can also join in because it allows us to bridge gaps where normally these conversations would not happen. So if a lot of people are like, well, I mean, I'm gonna be at the conference because my person is speaking. Yes, do that because we have over 20 speakers who are absolutely amazing. But the interactions that you're also going to have to create legacy and heritage at the conference with your family is just, it's going to be crazy. I'm only on day one, and in the circles of the what I wish my daughter knew, what I wish my mother knew, her story isn't over. I just already feel so much joy around that alone. Okay, now then the end of day one is going to finalize with, we're going to do a power networking session, and we will have a mini pitch competition. This is not for anyone who doesn't want to sign up, but we do want to have an avenue where we're giving people an opportunity in different generations to see how each other shows up in business, right? That's important because the way they pitch today, honey, it's not the way I used to pitch back in the day. And you know what? I just realized I don't have my mic on. Hold on, y'all. Where did my mic go? I gotta find my mic. Oh man, I can't find it. Y'all, I hope it's not still on me somewhere. Okay, there it is. I'm like, I know I have my mic on. Y'all ever get like that, like stuff be disappearing, and you be like, "Where is my phone?" And then like you turn around and it's literally like in front of your face somewhere, and you're like, "How is that?" It must be my 40s. I don't know. Hey, nice, welcome in. All right. I was just giving updates and talking about where we are with the conference right now. We had Cherie was going to come on live, but she had an emergency, so I wanted to come in and just give you guys as much as possible where we're at now. 2 months away from the conference, guys. I'm blown away because I still remember this 6 months ago when we started talking about it. Like, hey guys, let's see who wants to be speakers. Let's see who wants to support the conference. And this was just the brainstorming part, but the call to action, I want to say we started that like 4 months ago, and now we're here. So as we know, time flies. I was breaking down day one because I think that and everybody has this itinerary. So if you guys have not looked at the itinerary, like if you haven't gone to Eventbrite and looked at the actual itinerary of the entire conference, you'll miss it. Because I just went through day one, which every time I look at day one, I'm like, oh my God, like it's gonna go so fast. It's gonna go so fast. And that's why I want, anyone who needs to be in the room to be there, okay? You've done that. Oh my gosh, I can't even tell you guys how many times I'm like, is it my brain? So what I do want to also do, and NISA is on the line, I just want to also recognize that I'm playing the Inspiration by Miracle Woman station. And that was the Power of Kindness song that was just on. But what I'm going to do is go back to our song because I like ours better. Just saying, not biased or anything. But NISA Miracle Moments does amazing with branding, marketing, getting your business exposed to the public, and letting you have that miracle moment every day that you want. And I go to your YouTube to listen to this a lot, right? And it shows value in putting something out there that someone wants and they can use it forever. This song, we're going to be playing this at the conference, okay? And I haven't even gotten to the part where we're going to play it at, all right? So I don't want to cry yet. Y'all gonna miss it. If y'all don't come to this conference, y'all gonna miss it. I feel so, all right. So listen, day one, I already pretty much went through. That power networking and pitch competition between 3:30 and 4:30 on day one, I'm telling you guys, a lot of us don't get to practice. A lot of us don't, like, I don't know how many pitch competitions y'all signed up, but I've only done one in my entire business life, right? And sometimes you have to at least get one in, and we're giving every generation opportunity to do this. I even talked to my 14-year-old niece. I was like, do you want to do the pitch competition? Because it gives her an opportunity, even at 14, when she see her titi up here. I pretty much built the businesses, but she's like, how do I do that? And what she has to practice. So she's going to be at the conference, y'all. My 4-year-old niece and my 14-year-old niece. I'm going to most likely have them on a family panel, so you guys don't want to miss that either. Because my 4-year-old niece Aura, when I say we bridge generational gaps, especially through business, she has her own YouTube channel. She has her own Instagram channel. She out there. She talks to her audience every day at 4. Okay, so when we come together and bridge generational gaps, we help each other. We are there for each other, and we get to see each other grow in our greatness. So that's just something I want to throw out there. The last thing we're going to do on day one, 4:30 to 6, is just basically the reflect and reset. It's a closing ritual that we have for you guys, and it's the tuning down of the day. Because y'all know how it is, right? Speakers are going to be on stage, okay? We have breakfast, we have lunch. Of course, the vendors get their special shout outs, and we have our, to be honest, networking across generations networking hour. After all of that, guys, after we really digress and we get into this feeling of, oh my God, I feel so accomplished on day one, we're gonna have to digress. Okay. Which means that last hour, we are going to basically reflect and reset. We have a Right to Her Future time capsule that we're going to be doing with you guys, and a healing sound bath. I don't know if you guys ever did a time capsule, but we're doing one. Okay. So each of you will be able to do the time capsule. You'll be able to actually mail it to yourself. We actually have a process here for you. So y'all don't want to miss that. That's a really amazing thing that I thought was something I did when I was in elementary school, right? And I remember getting the time capsule, like, I think it was like 5 years later. I don't know. It was some years later after I graduated. And I looked at the time capsule. I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot to put this stuff in here, right? And so we're going to be doing those things from the actual event, okay? So just stay tuned for that. And then, of course, we have the Heritage, Hope, and Candlelight Ceremony. This is the part I'm probably going to cry. I'm probably going to cry. I'm not going to lie to y'all because I'm already like welling up right now. This is the part where it's the candlelight. I say like a candlelight visual, but it's a Hope Candlelight Ceremony because we are spreading so much love and light in that hour. We're actually going to be playing the Rise and Shine theme song for the conference. And then our DJ is going to put that on blast. And then while we're doing that, this is the end of the night. Oh my God. This is before we go home. What are we going to do? So, end of the first night, the ceremony, we have the song that NYSA gave us for our theme song playing. We have all the photos and videos of people that have been in our lives. A lot of our speakers have already sent theirs. Attendees are sending theirs as well. And across the screen, pitch dark, with the candlelight in the air, we're literally going to be taking time to just give them love while they're just streaming on the screen. And this opportunity to do this was something that I didn't even know what it looked like, y'all, like until NYSA gifted this song as a sponsor. And when she did that, I was like, that's the Hope and Hair. That's what is it? The Heritage and Hope Candlelight Ceremony. That's it. That's it right there. And the vision came to mind so clearly. It was like, I think my mind was blown. So, y'all, if y'all see me crying on the side with my candle, okay, don't bother me. All right, so let's go over day two. Day two, okay, we're going to tell you guys what the last day of the conference will look like. Now, day one, we already went through that pretty fast, and y'all know how simple that sounded. But when you're in the room, it's like the energy. I think you said that earlier, David, the energy. That's really what brings it. And I think every WIN event that I've gone to, that's what brought it. It's the energy. Whether it's 2 of us in the room, whether it's 200 of us in the room, it's the energy. So we're going to just really have an amazing time. Now, one thing I will say, okay, before we get to day two, if you guys are staying in the hotels that we have provided the list for in Buckhead, or if you're staying anywhere in that area in Buckhead, okay, I would highly suggest going to Buckhead Village, which is literally in walking distance from the conference. And this is partly why I chose this, because the conference space is, first of all, women owned. Okay, shout out to Tasha from Modex Studios. You guys got to go check it out. Make sure that you go visit. Make sure that you tell them WIN sent you. We probably will make it our annual conference venue every year. The way that that area is just built, the Buckhead Village right across the street, you have major shopping. Lenox Mall is literally like it's not even 15 blocks. Like it's a lot out there. Before we get to day two, after you leave day one, it'll be 6 o'clock, right? Enjoy yourself. If you want to go out right next to us in Buckhead Village and just kind of sit down with someone you met, someone you networked with that day, take that opportunity. Right? I can't tell y'all how many times I've met someone in like 5 minutes. I'm like, do you want to grab coffee? Right? But after the conference on day one, you can take that opportunity, especially if you're not staying over, after the conference is done. Take that opportunity to go to Buckhead Village, get yourself a bite to eat with someone, sit down and have a talk. You don't even have to buy anything. You can literally go into the middle median, which I showed you guys on one of the reels that I put on the social channels. It's literally just like you sit there, you can bring your own stuff, you can work, and it's just beautiful. So take advantage of that on day one. Day two, this is really birthing her legacy, right? This is just getting from honoring her roots to birthing her legacy. The second day, of course, we come back, we give you guys breakfast, making sure that you have all of your mindset back in order, because we know that day one sometimes can be like, oh God, we did a lot. So that reset is important. So in the morning, even though we have breakfast, we also have guided meditation for you guys. Literally have guided meditation. So even if the first day was a little overwhelming or triggering, or you feel some type of way, you literally can go in day two knowing that you're going to reset and just redo your day fresh. And you have something in your belly. We have our sessions on that day where we have our single speakers. So we have a TEDx certified venue. We have applied for our TEDx licensing, and we are still waiting, honey. But it's okay, because we're over here manifesting and manifesting. But if we do not get an official, TEDx approval to do anything in this time, we're going to be able to do that at another time with these speakers. So y'all don't want to miss the opportunity to come see the speakers that are going to be like just specifically speaking on their own, because this is a process, I believe, that is going to gradually grow from the conference. Some speakers, it's their first time, and some speakers, they've spoke for a long time, and they're now leading into that space where it's like, okay, now I'm going to be a TEDx speaker. We want you to support them in that. So if you want to support the speakers in that, this is day two. This is when you really want to show up. You want to give them feedback. You want to hear what the speakers are talking about between those hours. You have a couple hours of speakers, but at the same time, Modex Studios is an open venue. We have speakers on stage. We also still have a lot of activities going on in the background. You can still go back and take pictures. You can still go to a networking table. We also have a VIP. So if you have a VIP ticket, you will actually have a separate room that we put the VIPs in. And the room that, if you're a VIP and you get to go into the VIP lounge, we literally have an open bar there for you. We have a lounge area that's set up for you. And the entire VIP wall on the back is the stage. You can see the virtual stage from the VIP area upstairs. The only thing I wouldn't recommend, if, because we do have different tickets for different generations. If you have someone in a generations bundle, or if you have someone that's, over 50, 60 and may have some, trouble walking upstairs, you don't want to get the VIP ticket to be in the VIP lounge, okay? But there are benefits, because if you come with family and friends, they can also go to the VIP lounge, buy a drink for you, and bring it downstairs. I'm just saying, for anyone who's wondering. So we do have that available. We have a collaboration lab after the single speakers on stage. So once the speakers are done, because after day two in the morning, guys, speakers, y'all are done. This is now all about the entertainment, interaction, engagement. Now, we did a little bit of that on day two, right? On day one. But on day two, we'll continue that more towards the end. So let me tell y'all what that looks like. You got collaboration labs. That's really where we do more of the sisterhood circles. And this is sisterhood as a strategy circles, guys. We're really going to be doing some collaboration in this hour that it's going to be so interactive. So just think about the relationships you're going to build, right? And especially if you guys took my advice and connected with people on day one and went out to Buckhead Village and had after hours coffee or something. That means you know them way better on day two, right? That's a beautiful relationship building process. Now, after the collaboration labs, this is like afternoon time. We're hungry. Okay, so on day two in the afternoon at 12:15, we're doing lunch. But not only are we doing lunch, we're doing the Herstory Awards. There are some people that have been designated to get awards. Now, if you're already coming to the conference and you've already been, stamped and approved to be either a speaker or you've already got your ticket, you may not know that you're getting an award. That's the funny part for me. But there have been people that we've already reached out to, especially since, I'll say one example. We have, I believe it's 9 selected interns from the last 2 years that we've invited to receive an award at the conference. So those are just, some things that you guys will get to see at the Herstory awards luncheon. Okay, so if you're getting an award, okay, if you're one of the people that getting an award and you get that email or you got that email, that's your hour. We're actually going to be welcoming you on stage while we're eating our food. We're going to be telling a little bit of a keynote storytelling there, because each person that got an award for a reason. So we're definitely going to be doing that. We're also going to be giving you your award presentations at that time. And then we're going to be doing our raffles and giveaways. So while we're eating on day 2, it will be very interactive at the same time. Okay. And here's the last part of the day. Oh, I was lying. We have one last power panel, guys. So the last 2 power panels that we have are the big specialized power panels where we have Shuri S. Allen, and then we have Dr. Oliver T. Reed. They're both doing their own panels. So this means that they're going to be bringing their own people on a panel. Now, for men who are coming to the conference, you'll be able to immerse yourself into an environment that you probably have never really been able to feel good in this way. Because I've seen men show up in our community and they go, I know this is a safe space, but I still don't feel like I want to step on toes. I still don't feel like I can just show up fully, because I don't want to overshadow, what this is about, which is women. And so what we're doing now is we're giving men a voice in our community as well. We have some members that do that already. They've shined light on this in different ways. But what we're doing is we're picking up more of that energy and we're bringing it on the stage. So for the last day in the Win Across Generations Power Panel at 1:30, you guys are going to be able to see some of that nuance. We're also going to have a panel with Sharice. She's going to talk about, just basically the generational changes in our bodies as women, right? We have perimenopause going into menopause. And we're just now realizing that we have not been able to understand through each generation quick enough how to deliver that information to the next. So now we're going to cover all that at the conference. Okay, so that is the Generations Power Panel, and then we have the Build Your Legacy activity. It's a vision board journaling and that collaborative family planning. Kind of similar to what we did on day 1, where it came down to what was the one that we did on day 1? Kind of like the time capsule a little bit, but this is day 2. So even though we had a group, like it's kind of like a way that you can connect with people, not the networking portion, but you can just connect with people where you're doing that activity. But this is mostly going to be like, if you bring your family with you, you'll probably be doing it more with them. On day 2, the Power Bus vision boarding, you can do it with family or not. Journaling, that can be individual, of course, and then collaborative family planning. We're going to be having a discussion about that, and you guys can join in on engagements as well. So all those things are going to be activities that we're going to be doing. So just get ready for that, because this conference is not necessarily all just fun. Like, we do want to have fun, but you're going to walk away with things to not only think about, but work on in your day-to-day. And the last part that we'll be doing for day 2 is we have the closing ceremony. We have the closing ceremony, and then we have, and that ceremony is basically about 45 minutes. We have like a legacy pledge for you guys. And then we're also going to have reflections from the audience. And this is where we'll be able to get real feedback as to how this whole experience touched the person that it did. And lastly, we're going to have our Heritage Afterglow Mixer fashion show. So I will say this, because we do have our DJ. We are going to have a legacy toast. So for you guys who are, drinkers, we'll have, drinks for you guys. And we'll also have mocktails for people who don't. Non-alcoholic options, right? And we'll have a legacy toast. And also we'll have the photo activations, because the Heritage Afterglow Mixer is kind of like the party. Okay. kind of like the party. And I put a fashion show there, and I'm still talking with the sponsor. Okay, so here's what I want you guys to do, because this is where we're at. We're 2 months away, and we pretty much are in the bag. We just have to make sure that whoever needs to pull up, that you pull up. We still have room for vendors. We still have room for sponsors. And like I said, the sponsor for the fashion show, if you are, put it like this, if you are a brand that is fashion driven, and you have ideas and clothes, and you have things that you want to represent from your brand to represent generationally, we want to have a conversation. Okay. The reason why I'm putting a call to action out there is because we moving really fast, and we have a lot of people that want to participate in this movement, which is really what it is. However, because it is a movement, it has to move. So for those of you who are ready, okay, I want you to reach out to me, get in my DMs. I want you to also email me. I'll put the email, see if I can put it here in the chat. hello@wincommunity.org. And that way you guys can reach out to me, let me know where your interest lies. We have vendors that have come from all over. We have, sponsors that have come from all over. We have also have vendors that have come from all over, right? But we want to make sure that we can lock you guys in to give the attendees the best experience possible if you are looking to be a vendor or sponsor at this point. Okay, 2 months out, it sounds like a long time, but it's not. So reach out to me, let me know what your interest lies. And then also, for anybody who has not attended any of our live streams or our previous live streams or clubhouse rooms, we have conversations weekly. Okay. Someone told me recently that they were a speaker at a conference, a very big, major conference, and that she didn't hear from them for 6 months. And everything went smooth, but I thought that was interesting, because what we need, and this is probably because this is our first time doing this, so maybe this is why. What we're always doing is communicating, and that's what we need more of. Communication, we need more of building relationships. So every single speaker, when you guys see them on the live streams, when you see us in the clubhouse rooms, I want you guys to start networking now. Okay, start talking to them, start getting into what they're doing. Okay, and support the speakers. They will support you, of course. And also, if you are looking to be in community, and you're looking to build, and you're a little like, I haven't found my tribe yet. Well, we have a wonderful, wonderful community that not only embraces authenticity and honesty, but embraces growth and change. And also wants to constantly elevate. So I'm really excited about that, guys. I'll be dropping some links here after the live stream is over. And what I also want you guys to do is just make sure that you go to the website, make sure you subscribe on the website, because you never know what opportunities are coming up. We have lots of changes in the wind, and we also have people that are just ready, to get involved with what the wind has to offer. So we don't want you guys to miss out. Thank y'all for listening. I'll come back with Sherry another day. Our speaker of today, she wasn't able to make it, but we're going to come back another day when we reschedule that. But stay tuned, because we do have more speakers coming up in the coming week. Okay, one speaker in mind is Mrs. Ernest Cummings, who is a corporate sponsor of WIN. She's also one of my mentors. Excellent mentor, by the way. She's a prominent staple to our community. Without people like Mrs. Ernest Cummings, and without some of the members that have stuck by our side from day one, we wouldn't be the community we are today. I'm just going to be real with y'all. And if anybody told y'all different, they get a lie. So I really, really appreciate you guys. We will see you on the flip side. Make sure you grab your tickets. Make sure you bring your friends. Make sure you actually, I will say this, there's a generationals bundle. If you're bringing friends and family, I will highly consider that. There's also a VIP lounge VIP bundle, I believe, which includes, oh no, I'm sorry, there's a VIP experience. y'all better look into those things. I know a couple people have gotten theirs, but I want you guys to make sure you're getting the best value for who you're bringing. All right. So I'll see you at the conference. Y'all have an amazing night.